We had a super fun long weekend of pin trading at Disney's official pin trading event, Disney After Dark, and the after party.
So for today's video, we are going to be showing you guys our haul, all of the pins that we traded for, including our board pulls, pins we traded with other collectors, and some of the pins that we purchased from the event.
I got a bunch of pins that I was super after, so I'm excited to show those, and I got some that I've never even seen before. Let's get into it. Starting off with some of the pins that we purchased from the After Dark pin event. These are going to be the ones I'm for sure keeping because I love these all so much. We ended up being able to get the Electrical Parade set. This is so pretty. I love it. We got this set for free because we were Starlight, and I had to get the Stitch ones. Look at him on all the different rides. My favorite part is that Scrump is also in little outfits. Got the big jumbo Poison Apple. This is so big, it's like the size of my face. A bunch of the spinner ones. I think these are so cute. Look, it's day and night. Alice also spins to Mad Hatter. And then Angel to Stitch. And I just really loved these. Scar, I thought this pin was super cool. I just could not say no. And I collect Peter Pan.
I was really glad to see that we got the Hades one because this was my favorite pin that was being released at the event.
It's so funny seeing it. Hello.
From the gotcha machines, we each got 2 tries there, and these were the villains that we pulled. So we got Jafar, Scar, Madame Mim, and the Queen of Hearts.
I'll definitely keep the Queen of Hearts for sure. I think these are cool, and I like that it's kind of like a low edition size.
Yeah, they were LE 450, so that is definitely on the smaller end.
These are some of the sets that they had. I just like specific pins from the sets, especially the Rapunzel. It's so pretty. This was one of my favorites I was after. And these ones, the art is so beautiful. Like, look at this back here. I think I might collect Turnabout because all the pins they made, I just want to keep them. But also this one spins. I love it. And then, of course, the castle. Dracula is really excited about the pins that we got, right? These are cool, right up your alley. But we were extra excited to get the castle because our friend designed it through the pin design experience that they have. Every year you can what is it you like?
So it's like a silent auction that goes on, and then the highest bidder gets the opportunity to have the experience, and they design the pin for the following year. I don't know who won the one for this year, but I guess we'll find out in a year's time.
Because I don't think they're allowed to tell you, or they can tell you they won, but they can't tell you.
The design is top secret for the next year. Like, they have to sign NDAs and everything.
Which is so exciting. I was tempted to do it. Maybe next year, right? That'd be cool. Because definitely my design would be cars, because they didn't come out with any cars this year. But anyways, more of the mystery pins. These are the Tiny Kingdom villain ones. I just like the tiny ones, to be honest. I don't need the big ones. And then these down here, the little jelly bean sized ones. Are these supposed to be jelly beans? I mean, the sizing is cool, and I love the designs of all of these. We traded for Tinkerbell from somebody, because they knew that I collected Tinkerbell. On to what we pulled off the boards. I think I did pretty well this year. There were a few that I freaked out and just chose, which was this one. But it's still cool. Like, I've never seen it before. But there was a bunch of cool ones, like from the past pin events they had. I think I got a variety of a bunch of different movies, which is pretty cool. One of my pulls was actually really exciting because I got this pin, and it had a pin behind it, which was this one, which is why he's a little dirty because they put a little bit of that, like, tacky,
Yeah, they put some glue on the back to stick them together.
It wasn't like glue, but it was like, the stuff you can pull off. This one is one of my favorites because it's Peter Pan. It's Captain Hook inside. I love it. And then this one, of course, that was a pretty cool find. And this one spins. There's this side, and there's this side. Ooh, I like that side. I did really well because they were all artist proof, every single pin that I got. And one of them was pre-production right here. Of course it was the Cars pin. I'll definitely be keeping this one because it is a little different from the actual pin that came out. The words are different colors from the pin that actually came out. I think that's so cool. I have a special Cars pin that not everybody has.
Yeah, so her Cars pin is a perfect example of a PP because there's only slight variations between this one and the final design, but it's really cool how she found that. So we did have a lot more board pulls than a normal person because we had the Starlight package, and the Starlight package basically gave us
like twice the amount, pretty much.
Yeah, because during that first hour when there's not a lot of crowds in there, we got an entire day's worth of trades within that first hour. So we got 4 then and then 4 afterwards. Because
that first hour, it was great.
Yeah, because once they let everyone else in, the lines are about 90 minutes long, but during that Starlight hour, lines were about 15 to 20 minutes, so it was able to move pretty decently fast.
then everybody started rushing in. I was like, ah!
And then here is my board pool. So I was actually really happy with all the ones that I was able to get. I started a mini Figment collection on the boards here if you can't see. I'm not even sure which one's my favorite just because there are so many good ones on here that I was really excited for. This one I already had in my collection, but now this one's the artist proof version. All my pins were artist proof except for one of them. I found one PP pin. It was this Loki here. So this Loki I did not recognize at all. He was kind of like a last second pick because I wasn't sure which one to go for. But I was like, you know what? Give me Loki here. So this one was a limited edition pin that was released at the Disney Store UK, which is the reason why I did not recognize it. He was a limited edition of 2000, and then you can see right there, it is marked PP. All the APs and PPs are stamped so small. You always just have to take a very close look at the pins that you get. I heard a lot of people say their pins weren't stamped at all, but then I looked down, I'm like, oh, look right there. It's a teeny tiny AP on the back. Anyway, so I was very excited to see this Figment on the board there. I thought it was such a cool pin, a little record player Figment who actually spins and has a couple other moving elements on there. And then this one is another one that I'm going to be adding to my personal collection here, the DJ Rex Star Tours one. I do really like that one, and a lot of the 20th anniversary ones. I just thought those ones looked really cool. And this set right here, this set just turned out so amazing, and this Hades pin was really awesome. So I was actually the first person to the board when I got this pin. And the other thing that was on that board that really excited me, my very first button on a board. So of course I chose that as my other pick, and you won't believe what they ended up giving me in my mystery bag I got. I went to cash my button in, and they handed me this big box, and I was like, what does that stand for? Wait a minute. They surprised me with even more Christmas pins to add to the collection, but this was actually really cool because it's the artist proof frame set.
I think they want us to collect Very Merry Christmas Party.
I didn't see many people get frame sets, so this was so cool that we got this. It might be Very Merry Christmas 2017, but I definitely have to hold on to this. But we found it so hilarious when we opened this box to find out it was literally more Christmas pins because we were joking about it being Christmas pins before we opened the box. Little did we know it was not a joke. Also, because we had the Starlight package, we were given 2 freebie little AP and PP pins in our bag when we checked in, and these were the 2 that I ended up getting. They were little hidden Mickeys. So nothing too exciting, but it was really cool how they included those. So I'm definitely more than happy with all my board pulls I was able to get this year. Outside of the frame set, the best one I pulled, I believe, is the Figment window here. Anytime I saw Figment on the board, I knew I had to go for him. I especially love how sparkly the window is and everything. Oh, I also forgot this R2 and Chewbacca one. This is definitely a keeper, that's for sure. Well, I guess you're doing some shopping off of my board here, I see. I did pull the Tiana for you. I found that on the very last board we got there.
You can keep one. Which one? Look at it and poke.
He looks very forced to be doing this.
He's gotta go. Let's let him out. Moving on to the pins that we traded for at the after party. Of course, I found so many cool ones. Down here, I put a bunch of my princess pins that I traded for. There are a bunch of Loungefly ones. You know I love the Loungefly. Gonna have to start keeping track of these. I think these are newer. I really love the little bow on it. There was little lattes. I got the butterflies. And look at the ring that I got. I don't think I had this already. We even scored some Cars pins that I think I don't have. I am excited about these. They're all Mater, pretty much. Over here are a bunch of the holiday pins that we traded for. There were a bunch of Halloween ones that I thought were really, really special. These ones specifically right here, I've never seen them, but I think they're so cool. Look at this little Stitch, and look how funny they look. Got some random ones down here. Some of them are really cool too. Got some random ones down here that I think are special too. Look at this Donald Duck. It said Mickey Mouse Club, but he's writing Donald Duck on the top. I thought that was perfect. There were some Stitch Loungefly pins, this really cool Pirates one, and this Figment pin I've never seen. I love it. Then I have a little section of Alice in Wonderland. Especially love this one. He's a cupcake. It's a Disney Studio Store Hollywood pin. And then this one spins. Had to go for a bunch of Tinkerbell pins. People had saw my videos and they came up having their Tinkerbell pins for trade. So I'm excited about these. I'm hoping I don't have these. I think I don't. I might have at least one of them, but I wasn't about to risk it. And we've got some Disney auctions in here. I especially love this Walt Disney Imagineering exclusive pin, LE300. Look, it's Tiana and Naveen. I always love the Disneyland Paris pins, especially since they make characters dress in different characters' outfits. Like this one. This one is so cool. I got a few Alice ones that I was after, some Cinderella up here. And then here in the middle were some cool ones, especially this one. There's a pink a la mode pin. These are some that I'm extra excited about. I was after these from D23 because we weren't able to get these ones. Luckily, we got most of the other princesses that I liked, but I thought these were extra cool because they have a little glitter aspect in the back. They're like little snow globes. So far from here, I've got Merida, Cinderella, Aurora, and Mulan. And then I also traded for this one. So beautiful! This one was another big trade I was extra excited about. Look how huge this pin is, but it's so pretty. It's the stained glass window for Beauty and the Beast. It's a WDI LE 250. This is gonna look so good.
So this right here, this was one of my bigger trades for the weekend. So you can see this is almost the complete Big Heroes Cutie set. It's just missing Armored Honey Lemon, I believe.
The guy made a really good offer with these cuties for the Main Street Electrical Parade. That one, everyone was after the Electrical Parade, so it was like, maybe.
I wasn't sure to take that offer at first because this was right when we picked up our pins. Some guy saw I had the set, so he approached me, and well, I had a hard time saying no to a Big Hero 6 set. That was really nice. So what's really funny about these pins here is every once in a while we'll find a Pokemon pin on the Disney pin boards, and I get very excited because I love collecting Pokemon pins, and someone who saw one of those videos knew I collected Pokemon pins, so they brought them out for me. So I got a Lucario and an Eevee to add to my collection there. This was a really cool Loungefly set for Return of the Jedi.
Dang, that's Loungefly? Those are nice.
And this was a nice little Star Wars Weekends one I didn't have. I always love when characters are dressed up in costume like this. So there's the Lilo and Stitch dressed up as Snow White and Grumpy. It's an old Disney Auctions LE 1000. And then something I have slowly but surely been working on is my profile collection, because profiles, they're very hard to come across and they are very pricey pins. And because they're such high-end pins, it's really hard to get a hold of them. But I am almost up to a page and a half of them now. And I got a couple new ones to add to the stash. This is my profile collection here. You could see I got all of them. I have all the Incredibles except for Syndrome. We got the Wreck-It Ralph ones, Jack and Sally. So I need Oogie. Oogie is one that I'm going to be trying to trade for at the upcoming events. And then a couple back here, including Snow White, Flynn Rider, and then my new ones to add. I was able to get Woody, so I traded a bunch of miscellaneous ones for him. But my big trade at the end of the day, you can see there's some empty spots right there. But we got flip a couple pages. So this was actually my very last trade, and it was the biggest trade I think I've ever made, actually, value-wise. Anyway, so someone heard I had the D23 dresses, and they came over with some profile pins. They had Alice here, so Alice is now my most valuable pin I've ever owned, because her profile is a little crazy.
You mean I've ever owned?
That's going on the Alice board. Anyway, so Alice has a tiny little flaw. She's got a little dimple on her chin there, but because of that, she gave her to me at a very good value. So we have Alice there, and then Vanellope was the other one she traded me.
Drac just really wants all these.
Are you excited for the profiles?
He wants one of his own. Which one, huh? We'll give them all to you. You're a good boy.
And then I ended up with a second incredible profile because the person wanted a pin that was the same value as him. So I'm like, you know what? He's a profile. I'll just add him in here. That's fine. It's actually really funny because someone who wanted my Star Tours here, this Star Tours pin is another pin that's about $250. And the only pin they had in that range was another incredible. So I almost had three, but I was like, that's too much. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to start the Mr. Incredible profile horde. Well, that has been our haul from the After Dark pin trading event.
We got so many good ones. I'm excited.
And we have a lot to look forward to, especially with 2 events coming up for this year now. Disneyland is now getting an event, so it's going to be really exciting. Hopefully we can get tickets for that.
Hopefully both, please.
But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed going through our haul. If you did, be sure to leave us a like down below.
Subscribe if you want to see more videos just like this. Have a magical day.